Oh, so off topic, just a little bit off topic. You may be able to see it right there, possibly in the thread. I got a 3D printer. Has nothing to do with the video today, but check it. Look at that. See that? Yeah, I made a coffee coaster. Well, I printed the coffee coaster. I downloaded the file. Anyways, I'm gonna be playing with this for a little while. So just make sure you watch for that video coming up because I'm like super excited. Anyways, today we're looking at something from our friends over at Neewer. Yes, these guys have sent me something that I thought was kind of cool. In the past, I have used teleprompters. I don't use them a lot because I like to just talk off the top of my head, but on occasion I do script things. But one of my issues is always that I like to use my phone for other stuff, or I used to like to use my tablet for other stuff. So using either one of those devices, I'm just like, but now I can't use my phone. I know, first world problems. Anyways, this is, I don't know if you guys can see it there. This is the Neewer X11, and this is a teleprompter with built-in uh, TM8 monitor. So you don't have to use your iPad. You don't have to use your phone. But if you want to use it, you can. Anyways, these come in Canadian wise. Canadian, about 289 bucks, I believe it is. So app controlled, HD display. You guys can see it. App controlled, HD display, and PC Mac compatible. Very, very cool. And I'm gonna possibly mount this. Well, I am gonna mount it on my camera, and then I'll tell you what I think of it for sure. Anyways, it's pretty hefty box, which is to be expected for the fact that this is a teleprompter. Yes, so you do get some stuff. You get a cleaning cloth. You get a little instruction manual. Please note step one, so it tells you we're gonna put all this stuff off to the side because probably important for me to look at. And then we have all the telepromptery goodness. Now there's a fair bit of stuff in here, so I'm just gonna drop stuff all over the floor. We're gonna just pull stuff out like there's that, whatever that is. There's this looks like the actual teleprompter, right? So that goes somewhere there. We have more stuff. This looks like the actual screen. Yes. So screen. Now I don't know if this requires batteries, because it doesn't look like it comes with batteries. It does come with a USB-C cable. So I don't know if you need to supply your own like power adapter. I don't see anything else in there. Packaged nice. I will say that. That's packaged nice. Anyways, you're gonna get a few things. This, I don't know. I'm gonna tell you right now. I don't. That's a big teleprompter screen. Yes, maybe like 8 inches, maybe something like that. This seems more like 8 inches, right? But yeah, okay. And I think it's 1024 by 768 resolution, which is plenty for reading text on it, right? That's all you need. You get a whole bunch more little adaptery things. This, of course, is what's going to go over your actual camera to make sure the lens, to make sure it's darkened out. So this looks like a phone holder. This is a USB-C to USB-C cable, right? Plus you get this USB-A to USB-C to micro HD. Looks like mini HD. I think that maybe it's mini HD. And then you get the actual teleprompter. So that's the teleprompter, which has a little protector on it. I'll keep that on there for now because chances are good I'm going to completely mess that up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to see this madness right here, figure out how I have to plug this in so that it gets power and that it functions. So give me 2 seconds. I'll be right back. Okay, so I got it all put together. And I want you to know I did go to their Amazon listing so I could kind of see pictures to kind of understand how this connected. Maybe you guys can see it. This is the final, and it actually comes together really simple. So basically, if you look at it, first off, there's a little lock mechanism here because the screen, primarily, if you push that, you'll see it's angled down, and that's how it comes. So you just push this and straighten it back up so it locks into place because that's the angle that you want it. Then this piece here, actually, there's just 3 little mounting notches on the back of this plate. So it just clicks and drops in, locks in, and it is good. It's super easy once you understand this piece comes down this way. This piece comes down this way. Good. And then last but not least, this is the screen. You guys can see the screen here. And there's two little arrows here. So you just push the screen in and it locks. It just clicks into place. Now, I believe, see there's a little button right there? So if you want to take the screen off, you just pull the button down and it pops out, right? So that idea, you just line it up. You should hear it, right? Right there, right? There, done, locked in. Nice and easy. Now, again, they do have a phone mount plate if you want to use it. So this could also stick on the back if you didn't want to have this, I guess, somehow. Or you could, I'm not 100% sure how this goes. They have it in their pictures, but based on their pictures, I'm just like, well, how do you mount a camera? The only thing that I can figure is you are using your camera or your phone as your camera. So what you would do is you don't really need this piece here, right? Because this is where your camera is going to sit. So this piece, this whole piece here, this part, you just don't attach it. And then you attach this with Velcro instead of this piece. And now you have a phone mount with your camera and you can use your camera to film yourself. Yes? So that's cool. So next, I have to figure out how to power this up. So I'm going to do that. And I'm actually going to attach it to my camera because I have a feeling that you do have to have it attached to, of course, something to be the teleprompter. I wasn't even thinking. I'm like, well, something has to send the teleprompter signal to it. So I don't know if you have to do it from a computer or if you can do it from like an iPad or a cell phone. I'm going to try it with my phone to see if it can receive enough power to turn on. We'll find out. If it doesn't, then you'll see it with a computer. All right, I'll be back again once I figure this out. Okay, so for this part of the video, I don't have my front-facing camera because it's all connected. Your camera tripod mount, which would be what attaches to your tripod, it goes on the bottom here, so it attaches there. So this is gonna be how it attaches to your tripod. It comes with its own plate that mounts onto your camera. Of course, this goes in here. You can use this to tighten or loosen, so you can slide your camera forward or backward. Now, depending on the lens that you're using, the hole in the front is only so big. So I had a 20mm 1.4 Sigma lens, and I couldn't get it through the hole. So it wouldn't go through the hole. So I had to switch this to my 16-35, and that went through fine. I don't know. I keep talking as if I'm talking to a camera, but there's nothing there. Anyways, we're going to put this up on there now. I'm going to connect all the electronics and see how this thing actually works. Okay, so I don't actually have this camera up and running right now, so I apologize for the light. You guys have to deal with that. It is what it is. But I wanted you guys to kind of be able to see this part. So I think, this is my thoughts, is that it does come with two types of cables to go into a computer depending on, what your computer need is. So for instance, if you are running on a computer that may not have the ability to push video out through its USB-C port, then you're going to want to have this because it goes from your USB-C, your USB-C and USB-A and HDMI. So you have this to be able to plug into a computer that has like an HDMI port and all that kind of stuff. That's my thought. And then this is just a plain old USB-C port or USB-C cable. So for computers that maybe have that ability, maybe, we'll find out. So if I take this, because all we need to do is see if that says Type-C, see if that screen turns on. Do we get enough power with that screen? Ready? Plug in. Anything? Does it detect anything? Yep. You guys maybe can see this. I'll just kind of spin this around. Here's me properly exposed finally. And as you can see, there's my laptop with stuff on it. And if you come up here, there it is. So then you can put up a teleprompter app on there and have it running. And as you can see, it shows right up inside it. Now it does have some of this, so I'll take that off. Oh, come on now. That is really clean. Yes, that is awesome. So let's say I'll even just run like a keynote here, right? So if I hit play here, whoop, look at that. Sharp. Oh my goodness, that's sharp. Okay, I'm digging that. That's actually really good. So really, if you are on like a Mac or something, then that's really all you need. Here's my extra question, and that is a phone. So let's say I have my phone, because I don't like having my laptop necessarily here. So if I plug this end into my phone, look at that. And if I spin my phone to the side, I wonder if it'll change. I guess the app would have to do it. So here you go. Look. Boom. There it is. Right? So if we had, again, some form of teleprompter software on here. I don't know if I have any teleprompter software on here. No, I don't believe so. But let's use something fancy like the YouTubes, right? So click on YouTube. Here's a nice little Peter McKinnon one. Probably get a copyright. That's okay. I'll spin it to the side. Oh, there it is. Boom, full screen. Oh, reflective goodness right off of my phone. Yes, sir. Okay, that's gonna be useful. Yes, yeah, that's gonna be useful, because that's okay, right? I can leave that off to the side down here, use it as a remote, whatever, and not have to have it up there, which means I can play with it here and still have that teleprompter feature going. Okay, I dig this. I dig this a lot. 200 and like I said, $280-ish, $289, I think it is.
And before I close this out, I want to give a quick mention to Neewer. They've really built a reputation for giving creators professional level gear at prices that don't sting like some of the bigger brands. From lighting to audio to camera accessories, they've become a solid go-to in the creator space. This teleprompter right here, the Neewer X11 Teleprompter with the TM8 monitor, is a great example of that. It's got a 8-inch HD screen built right in that mirrors your script without the hassle of apps or extra software. You can hook it up to a phone, tablet, or computer with HDMI or USB, and it even doubles as an external monitor when you need it. Plus, it's flexible enough to work with smartphones or cameras thanks to the adjustable mounts. And since it's one of Neewer's more recent launches, it really shows the direction they're going, making more integrated tools that just make life easier for creators like us. All right, that's where I'll wrap things up.
Anyways, I'll put links down below if you guys are interested. And yeah, I think if you're looking for a teleprompter, that's a pretty good deal for sure. All right, guys, links down below. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next video. Later.